Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great holiday. It's Michael Mowbray again here in the Monday Morning Cup of Mo. Had a couple days off here. Little bags under the eyes. Hard to get back to work, I'll tell you that. Hopefully you're spending time with your family over the holiday here, taking a little break from work. Everybody needs a little rest and relaxation. I could use a couple of weeks right now, but I'm still working on that. But if you're anything like me, you take a day or two off and you start to think about what are you going to do next, and you start to look to the next year. And that's one of the things I want to talk about today. We're not doing any live shoots today. Sorry, I know they're kind of cool. Last week's was especially cool. So if you didn't get a chance to see what we did last week, we had a 4-part episode with a live shoot doing some really cool fashion stuff. Check that out on the website at michaelmowbray.com. You can see the replay here. But what I want to talk about today is learning opportunities, because as we look into the next year, we often start to take stock of what we did this past year and look at where we need to improve, and where can we go to get some of the knowledge that we need to gain. And I'm a big advocate of conferences and workshops and seminars. And you got to be choosy. You got to be picky and choosy when you go to these, because there's a lot of opportunity for these out there, and not all of them are great. I think you can get something from every conference you go to. You just have to be focused on what you're looking for and make sure that you get out of it what you want out of it. There's a number of places I'm going to be this coming year. If you want to see me, cool. If you still want to go there and don't want to see me, that's fine too. I just posted out to my blog at michaelmowbray.com a list of upcoming learning opportunities. We're going to go through some of those today, all kinds of really cool stuff. If you want to see dates and times and stuff like that, go out to the website, again, michaelmowbray.com. First one that's coming up is one of the ones that really gets me excited at this time of year, every year, and it's called SPI. It used to be Senior Photographers International. It's changed its focus. Pun. And now it's not just seniors. There's still a strong senior focus, but seniors and families and weddings and children, and there's a school track too. And it's one of the best run conferences I've ever been involved with. A guy by the name of Charlie Mosher, who is a good friend of mine and one of the nicest guys you would ever meet, runs this conference. And he runs it like a family conference. I mean, if you've ever been to some conferences and everybody's like cold and aloof and distant, not this one. This one, everybody's friendly. It's like you come and you're treated like family. Even though it's a larger conference, you don't feel like you're lost in the crowd. And that's one of the things I think speaks very highly of this conference. It's called SPI. It's MySPIonline.com. Check it out. Tons of great speakers. I'll be there. Don't hold that against them. I'll be doing a wedding track with Rick Farrow and Damon Tucci, two fabulous wedding photographers. So I'll be there doing a wedding track. And I'll also be doing a one-day workshop towards the end of the week on speedlight. So if you want to sharpen up your speedlight game, you can take a one-day workshop with me, and it's going to be a fairly small classroom, so that's cool, because then I can give you guys a lot of hands-on attention, which sounds weird. Again, sorry, didn't mean to make that sound creepy. Give you a lot of specialized attention. How's that? But myspionline.com, you can save $50 off a registration just using the code SPI50. If you're up here in the Great North, and it's finally the Great White North today, because we've got a winter storm warning finally. We had a green Christmas here, and we've got snow blowing and up to 50-mile-an-hour winds today, and sleet and ice and everything. It's like, it waits till one day to do it all in one day. Don't know why. But yeah, up here in the Great White North, we start to think about where can we go that's warm in January. Well, how about Orlando, Florida? It's one of the nicer places you can go in the middle of winter. So this is at the end of January. I check my laptop. I can tell you dates. It's January 25th through 28th. It's at the Wyndham Hotel in Lake Buena Vista. And that is right next to downtown Disney. Fabulous locations. Actually, if you've ever been to Disney, they have a bus system that takes you around to the different parks. The hotel's on the bus system. So, very cool. Oh, 80 in Tennessee. What is going on, man? It's 80 in Tennessee. I was looking at a weather map of Texas yesterday, and Northwest Texas had blizzards with the opportunity of 10-foot drifts. They still had possibility of like tornadoes in the middle of the state, and then there was a coastal flooding warning. What is going on? This is crazy. This whole global climate change it's kind of a deal here, isn't it? Anyway, so SPI, save $50. You won't regret it because it is, again, one of the best conferences I've ever been involved with. This is actually, I think, the 4th year I'm going to be there. And I love it. I mean, I love it. Hopefully I get to go back every year. So next up will be Pro Expo, and that's in Covington, Kentucky. And this is one of the bigger conferences in the country. And the reason why it's one of the bigger conferences in the country is that it's very well run, and there's a lot of great speakers. And I'll be there too, so don't hold that against them. I'll be speaking about speedlights again, and I think I'm up Friday morning of that conference, but that's in Covington, Kentucky. It's at the Marriott Conference Center there. Beautiful hotel. I was there last year, and it's a wonderful place. It's right across the river from Cincinnati, so there's all kinds of things you can do. Covington, I don't know, there's lots of things to do in Covington because I usually spend all my time at the conference, but Cincinnati's right across the river, and it's a pretty cool place. And the dates on that, hang on a second. February 4th through 8th, and that's photoproexpo.com. You can go check out who the speakers are. You can register online and check that out. Again, a great conference. And, you know, again, as I said when I first started off, you know, one of the things when you go to some of these bigger conferences, one of the big benefits is that you can go and you can pick and choose. It's like, you know, I need to learn more about speedlights, or I need to learn more about posing, or I need to learn more about weddings or whatever. You can go pick your speakers and, you know, and build kind of your own educational track. And that's one thing I really like about these kind of conferences. And trade shows too. You know, if you want to see and touch some of the stuff that you see online and hear people talking about, you go to the trade show at these bigger conferences, and the vendors will be there. I'll have my Mo lights down at SPI, so if you want to see what my Mo lights are about or my new GoMo boxes, I'll actually have those at SPI, and I'll be using them in my workshop so you can kind of see, touch, taste, whatever, demonstrate these things, and see if you like them. Other vendors will be there too. So next up, what's next up? Oh, you know what's next up? Something really cool. Carl Kaler and Dan Freiwald and I, this is going to sound like a bad movie, but actually I think it should be. We're going to take an RV from Wisconsin all the way down to Waco, Texas, to speak at Heartland of Texas Professional Photographers Guild, I think it's HOTPPG. We're going to be there on March 1st, and we're going to do an all-day workshop, the three of us, rotating through and showing you the different ways that we light, because we're great friends, but we do things differently. So if you want 3 different flavors of how to do lighting outside, we're going to be giving you 3 different flavors there, and it's going to be an amazing workshop. We're putting this together right now, and this is going to be, I mean, I would want to go if I wasn't already going to be there teaching. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. And Breaking Bad, yeah, that's exactly. I think hopefully we have a nicer RV. That's all I'm looking forward to. So that's going to be cool. So if you're anywhere in Texas or near there, check this out. Link is on my website. You can check out more information. You can register online. It's like $110 if Carl or Dan are online. Tell me how much it is. It's $110, $120, and you get a PPA merit for attending. So it's a merited class. So this is pretty awesome. Now that's pretty cool. That's awesomely cool. We decided, since we're going to be taking this RV all the way down there, why not make this a road trip and make some pit stops along the way? So if you're anywhere between Wisconsin and Texas, we're going to be doing one-day workshops somewhere. If you're interested in hosting a workshop at your studio, get a hold of me, get a hold of Dan if you know him, get a hold of Carl Kaler if you know him, and we'll work something out. So we would have you as a host, and we'd bring in up to 10 people for a workshop. It'd be fantastic. We're calling this the Light Awakens Tour. It's our road trip. Hopefully this is something really cool, because we'd like to do this every year. So places: St. Louis, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Wichita, Kansas City is along the way. If we go the eastern route, Little Rock and Memphis are along the way. Peoria, Illinois would be along the way. Dubuque would be along the way. Des Moines would be along the way. So we're going to be posting a map with our proposed routes. If you're anywhere around the route and you want to be part of a workshop, let us know, and we'll put something together. So that's going to be, hang on a second. That's going to be February 24th through 28th, where we can do some of those workshops, and then again March 2nd through March 4th on the way back. So if you want us to have us stop in and have a really kick-ass workshop, you got this opportunity. So cool. Anyway, where else? Heartland of Texas. We talked about. I gotta pull up my laptop again. And again, all this stuff is on my website. Oh heck, yeah, schools. Okay, we talked about conferences. We talked about workshops. Imaging USA, I forgot about. I'll be at Imaging USA. I'm not speaking, but I'll be walking around wearing my MoLite t-shirt and acting like I was a vendor. But my good buddy Dan is going to be speaking there, and so if you're going to Imaging USA and you see me, come on up and say hi. Love to see you there. Best trade show in the world, I believe, too, for photography. Well, maybe Photokina, but best trade show. It's the best photo trade show in Atlanta in January. How's that? Okay, that's a safe statement, I think. So Imaging USA, check it out. If you're a member of PPA, absolutely, you got to go at least every once in a while. If you're not a member of PPA, join, and then go to Imaging USA. I have a couple of schools coming up this summer, though, too. So, workshops are great. What I think a school is like a workshop over a couple of more days. So you've got speaking engagements, you've got conferences where you get up and talk for 2 to 4 hours, which is good. You can get some information out of that and stuff you can apply. We try to make it bite size. Then you go to a workshop. A one-day workshop is more intense. We're trying to get deeper into things. We're trying to show you more detail. We're trying to work with you, one-on-one, and trying to get you to up your skills and help you learn some of this new stuff. So that's a workshop. You go to a school, you get me for 4 days, and that's where you really get to learn a lot. So if you really need to really figure out how to do lighting and how to do speed lights and things like that, there's a couple of schools coming up. First of all, I'm going to be at Florida School in Daytona. That's going to be June 12th through the 15th. So right on Daytona Beach, man. So talk about summer vacation. Take your kids down, throw them on the beach, come and learn some photography. We'll do some really cool stuff. Daytona is a pretty awesome place to be in June. So Daytona in June. Next, I'm going to be in the western part of New York I think it's July. Hang on one second. Yep, July 17th through 22nd at New York Photography Workshops, Photo Imaging Workshops. I'm sorry, I'm getting the name wrong, but it's part of the Professional Photographers of New York. And that's going to be in Geneva, New York, where actually some of my ancestors are from. That's where my mom's part of the family settled after immigrating from Denmark. So, hey, who knew? So, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like going back and seeing dead people. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I was doing a little family history search in the last couple of months and going through Ancestry.com, which is fun. And tracing the line of history all the way back. So if you've never done that, got some spare time, do that. And if you don't have even if you don't have spare time, do it. It's kind of fun to see how far back your family goes. I got one side of the family back to the year 1000, which is crazy. Photography learning. Take some opportunity. Take some time. Turn it into a vacation, which is a nice way of doing it. It's something you do for yourself. It's something you can do for your family too, because nice places like Orlando or Covington, Kentucky is not that bad in February. I was there last year and it was pretty nice. In Waco, Texas, pretty cool. Any of those places, take a look at different conferences that are out there and find something that fits you. And even better than that, flip that around. Write down on a piece of paper, type it in your laptop, write it in your iPad, whatever. Figure out what you need to learn this coming year. What are the things that you need to learn? And then find conferences that fit that. Now, I will tell you that you'll be able to find a lot of that stuff at the places I talked about already. SPI would be a great place because there's so many different speakers and so much diversity there that I'm pretty sure you could find what you need. Same thing at Pro Expo. Take a look at the schools. That's where if you feel like you really just need more one-on-one instruction, look at workshops and schools versus going to conferences. Now, I advocate going to both because I think you can pick up a lot of things from both, but not everybody has the time and money. Find something that works really well for you. If you're near me and you're looking for really one-on-one mentoring, I do that as well. And you can look at my website, and there's some opportunities for that. But more importantly, just find some ways to learn what you need to learn. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. Online is okay, you know, and I've done some online education myself, but there's nothing that compares to doing it in person, you know, where you can ask questions and learn that way. That's one of the best ways of learning, I think. Yeah, books are cool. I write books. It's a good place to start, especially if you're somebody like me. I actually learn fairly well by reading. Check those out. And I've got a couple of books out there. Carl Kaler's got his photography or portraiture. Hey, I got it right here. Look at this. Look at this. Portraiture Unplugged by Carl Kaler. You want to learn. I mean, if you really want to learn natural light photography, not just say, I'm a natural light photographer, which is good and bad, because some people just, you know, don't understand lighting and just use whatever's out there. Oh, of course, my phone's ringing. So people are calling to complain already. But if you really want to understand natural light and use natural light to create dimension, oh yeah, and create depth, read this book. It's one of the best books I've ever read. So, of course, my books are better. I'm just kidding. Thanks, Carl. Hopefully you're watching. So check out the website. Again, michaelmowbray.com. It is, if you don't know how to spell it, right there, michaelmowbray.com. It's got all those dates, and it's got links to all those conferences and schools and stuff on there. Don't forget, you can save $50 if you register for SPI in Orlando, Florida, and use the code SPI50. Hopefully I see you somewhere this year. And if you've been watching the Monday Morning Cup of Mo, here's my cup of Mo, by the way, French press dark Guatemalan again. If you've been watching the Monday Morning Cup of Mo, I would love to have you come up and say, hey man, I watch it and you suck. Or hey man, thanks for all the info. Either way, I don't care. Just say that you've been watching. I'd love that. Again, I will be giving away another coffee cup. Whoever gives me the most hearts today. So I'm just waiting for the hearts to come in. Oh, here they come. Whoever gives me the most hearts today gets a free coffee mug. I'll go get in touch with you, usually via Twitter, and then we'll figure out how to ship one out to you. So thanks again for joining in. Next week, don't know what we're doing, making this up as we go. Probably be doing some shooting, something, I don't know. And then 2 weeks from now, I'll be broadcasting live from Imaging USA, because I'll be down in Atlanta. So I'll walk you around what's going on there and give you a little bit of insight of what the cool stuff is that I'm seeing at Imaging USA. So if you don't get a chance to go at Imaging, I'm going to help take you right into the expo. And we'll broadcast directly from there. So thanks again for watching the Monday Morning Cup of Mo. I'm going to kick back. Got to thank Santa. Got to do a shout out for Santa. Santa knew exactly what I wanted. I wanted a new Affliction hoodie and some True Religion jeans. And hey, that's what I got. Awesome. So I'm still on vacation. I'm not doing any more work today. I'm going to go enjoy the snowstorm that we've got going on here and jam on some guitar and play a little Settlers of Catan. How's that sound? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're healthy in this holiday season, and hopefully we see you next week.